What is up, everybody? It is Ghost here, or Oliver, or whatever you want to call me, Chuan Quan, whatever. And we are today discussing what is our favourite Naughty Dog games. So obviously this is going to be a topic that I predict we'll all have fairly different opinions on, because of course Naughty Dog have bought out that many quality series, you know, Crash, Jack, followed by Uncharted and The Last of Us. Those are their four main ones, of course. So yeah, do one of you want to go and kick it off? What is your favourite Naughty Dog series or franchise?
Oscar, do you just want to get it out of the way because everyone knows
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah, that may be
Oh
a good
my
choice.
god. I feel like maybe mine is not that much of a surprise to anyone. I've said it multiple times. Crash Bandicoot 3 is my favourite game of all time, so it's not really surprising that it's my favourite Naughty Dog game. But yeah, there's just so many memories I've had of that game. It was a fantastic platformer. For me, it's just, oh my god, the nostalgia when I play the game. I recently bought it on Vita again. I was like, you know what, I've got to buy this. Like, I saw it for £4 on the PS Store. I was like, holy shit, that's the best bargain I've ever seen. Instantly bought it on the PSN, and I've got it on my Vita, so I'm playing through that as well. I've 100% the game, like, I think twice or something ridiculous, like far too many hours spent in that game. I said this multiple times in different videos, but yeah, I forever love that game, and that is just my favourite game of all time.
Was
and obviously,
it only that game, or was it the other two games? Like, did you play the other two games in the
I
trilogy
did play the other
that
two
Naughty
games.
Dog made?
And I would happily say that Uncharted 3, Crash Bandicoot 3 is the best game out of all the three main Crash games. Obviously, they've made many more after that, not in Naughty Dog games, apart from CTR, of course, but that was a spin-off, and you can't really count it in the main series. But yeah, I mean, out of those three, I mean, I thought Cortex Strikes Back was probably, I don't know which one's better out of the first one than the second one. I can't really decide, if I'm honest. I like the first one
It's
because
a hard decision.
It is a hard decision, but
well, out of the three games, I actually only played 2 and 3. I don't think I played 1. But out of like 2 and 3, I enjoyed them both loads. I think I have fonder memories of 3, but 2, I think, like playing back on it, like when I recently got my PS1 last year, rebought a PS1 and played through this. Well, didn't play through them completely, but I thought 2 was a little. I just felt more nostalgic playing through it for some reason, even though I have more memories from 3. But they're both really good, you know. There's no denying that.
And the music, oh my god.
Oh,
Like, literally,
my
yes.
god,
before we started
nostalgia.
recording this video, I was just like playing the songs
Yeah.
out on my Vita. I was like, oh my god, this is just unbelievable. For me, I don't know if it's like the best music in a video game. It's definitely not the best music, but in terms of nostalgia, in terms of just how catchy it is my personal favorite music in a video game, probably, I'd say. So yeah, but anyway, that's my favorite Naughty Dog game. Obviously, these two have got. You'd hope they have different games, but obviously Uncharted. I keep saying Uncharted 3. It's fucking Crash 3. God damn it.
Well, Callum, if you want to go now, because
You
you
want
haven't
me
said
to go?
something.
Okay. I think I've said this as well, actually, probably at some point.
I think
Jack
Jack
2
Next.
Renegade,
Yeah.
it has to be. It just has to be that. Because the leap from Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy, to Jak 2 was unreal. It came to be that, like, both games were free roam, but Jak 2 took it to another level. Like, it brought in gun mechanics as well. Flying all around Haven City was great. The story was better as well. And the humour within the game just improved as well, because like Daxter is probably one of the greatest sidekicks in a video game ever. And then having Jak as the protagonist as well is great, because now he actually like says stuff instead of being a quiet little bitch. But
I was always the sort of person to prefer Ratchet and Clank, though. Like, what did you ever play? Did you ever play Ratchet and Clank?
God, you just deserve to die.
No,
People
but
compare
I
these a
didn't.
lot,
I
don't
didn't-
they?
I played
didn't
both. I
play
played
Jak,
both.
though. So I
I've played
say I
both.
preferred Ratchet and Clank. I never actually played the other two, so you played both.
I've
enough.
got the remastered
It was
version
that
of Jak 1,
three-way,
2,
wasn't
and
it?
3.
Between Jak, Ratchet and Clank, and then Sly Cooper, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
that was it. That was the kind of like PS2, like, you know, cartoon
PS2 mascot.
games, which
yeah,
they were going
very,
3D
very, you know.
platformers, yeah.
And people always said that Ratchet and Clank was one of the best. Obviously, that was the Insomniac game, and then you've got it was Sucker Punch who made Sly Cooper, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
it was also obviously Naughty Dog who made Jak and Daxter. I never played any of those series.
Wow.
That's
hang on,
really, really weird.
Right,
That
so
is surprising,
you asked me if
because
right, I've played Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, like the trilogies, because I bought both of them as remasters for PS3 a few years back, I think it was. And and I've just always like considered Jack to be of a higher quality, like more humor contained within the game, and just kept my interest more because I played Jack way more than I did any other game on PS2, pretty much. Maybe except for Star Wars Battlefront 2, but
Yes.
that's an entire different video.
And
in
Hit and
itself. No, Jack 2 I played more than Hit and Run.
Well, I can definitely see where you're coming from with that, though. I mean, I played through briefly, like played about an hour or two, probably a little bit more actually, of Jack when I had to make a retro ramble on it, but that's about as far as I went. And at the time, playing Ratchet and Clank, I really enjoyed that. I think in terms of, I think the main difference is like there's more gun mechanics in Ratchet and Clank, and also obviously the different characters. I also find the comedy in Ratchet and Clank, just personally, I find it much more amusing. In the short time I played Jack, I mean, there were jokes in there, but I didn't quite find it that amusing. But anyway, moving on from that, my personal favourite one, it's a really difficult one, obviously. The only one in the series out of like all the four main ones that Naughty Dog have made that I haven't played is Jack. So I have played all the other ones. I'd say it's a close tie for my favourite, really, between Crash 3, like Oscar said, or Crash 2, or The Last of Us. And The Last of Us may edge it because I feel as if, like, looking back on previous games, I often like find myself wary of the fact that I know I may remember it to be better than it actually was. Like, there's always that feeling with nostalgia when you're looking back in a game and you think, was it really that good? I mean, I remember enjoying myself a lot of the time back then, but like I go back to it now, obviously it's very outdated, so I can't exactly say much for the quality, and when I play it I get great feelings of nostalgia and the soundtrack and everything. The question I try to ask myself really with The Last of Us is, will I feel the same about The Last of Us in 10 years time? Because that's pretty much what
because it won't feel the same. Like you won't get them feels again.
It'll be weird because it's completely different tone, and the graphics I think will be taking a harder hit, because I think to an extent Crash Bandicoot and those PS1 games, actually for a PS1 game I find it remarkably easy just to play them now. Like, I don't find the graphics at all impeding or anything. I'm not sure if I could be able to say the same about The Last of Us. So for me it's a really close tie between the two of those. I'd say, I don't know, on reflection probably Crash would edge it, but at the same time I can really appreciate what they did with The Last of Us, and I really enjoyed that. The Last of Us was one of my favourite games on the PS3, and I preferred playing it through to any of the Uncharted. So surprisingly enough, none of us has said Uncharted, but I'm not sure whether
that is a bit weird, actually. I find that is very weird.
Considering all of us met through Uncharted, that is the most weird thing.
I think the one thing that we take away from this is that we all love Naughty Dog as a developer. That's one thing. Some of our favourite games, and if not our favourite games, are all Naughty Dog games. And I think that just shows how amazing the developer is. I mean, let's be honest, you can't deny that Naughty Dog are probably maybe are the best developer in the world. And
that just sounded so.
That's Oscar's bold statements again.
It might sound a little bit biased, but you cannot deny that. If you look on Metacritic,
so many
those games,
Xbox people coming here now and saying something different, but it's all a matter of opinion. Like, saying they're the best developer in the world, that's a very big statement, but
that's one of Oscar's bold statements again.
At the same time, you can't really disagree with it too much, because of course the four series that they've made since Crash Bandicoot have all been incredible. So yeah, they're obviously very talented. So yeah, to round it off, nice awkward pause there, everyone. This is
what we want to
know
is. We want to know what your favourite Naughty Dog game has been throughout the past. It might even be that you prefer Uncharted to Crash or whatever like that. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we hope to see you again next time.
Next time.